We're back! Frank Lloyd Bear and I are back with another 2 chapters from The Joyful Bear. We're going to start with chapter 6, Hugging. Frank Lloyd Bear and I bonded from the first moment I saw him, before he even came out of the box. What an adorable face! He was just what I needed. Frankie was quiet at first. When I took him out of the box, I found him to be the most huggable bear I had ever encountered in my life. We just sort of melted together. I walked around the house carrying him. Sometimes I hugged him to my chest. Sometimes I carried him on the side, the way you might carry a furry baby on your hip. I set him down on the desk next to my computer, and he sat, watching me intently. So intently that it was distracting. All I could do was pick him up and hug him again. I planted kisses on the top of his head between his big ears. I kissed his nose. I rubbed his chin and his tummy. I rubbed his furry little cheek. "Hey, do all those things now," says Frankie. Okay. I pick him up and cuddle him. His fur is no longer snow white. It's a dingy gray, and his nose is threadbare, shiny with pink patches where the brown fur is gone. He's not as plump as he used to be, and he has a hole in his side under his right arm. When I set him down on the bed and rub his tummy, he laughs with glee, his paws going back and forth in a blur. I bury my face in his fur and give him a big kiss. "You make me so happy," he says. "You make me happy too, my bear. We're good for each other." That we are. As if to prove it, he says, "Okay, Margaret, now go write some more." It's not just teddy bears who know that hugs are good. Researchers love to study the effects of hugs because the results are overwhelmingly positive. Hugs and other forms of touch, like hand-holding, have been proven to lower blood pressure and heart rate. There's this chemical in your body, oxytocin. A hug, given or received, releases oxytocin, which decreases the level of stress hormones that your body manufactures. It does more than just feel good. Even hugging strangers is not a bad thing. A Carnegie Mellon study in 2015 proved that feeling connected to others, especially through physical touch, provides protection against stress-induced illness. Hugging protects people who are under stress from the increased risk for colds usually associated with stress, says Sheldon Cohen, the lead author of the study. Studies have also proven the benefits of hugging a teddy bear. Touching an inanimate object, such as a teddy bear, can soothe existential fears, says psychological researcher Sandra Kuhl, who looked at the correlation between touch and anxiety in people with low self-esteem. In the experiments, they had some people hold teddy bears and others hold cardboard boxes. The differences were measurable. Every day you should reach out and touch someone. People love a warm hug or just a friendly pat on the back. Maya Angelou. Chapter 7, Loving. This is one of my favorites. At the time, I didn't know why that bear was able to break through my depression when no one and nothing else could. There was something special about the look on his face, the way he held himself, the way he felt when I hugged him. "I love you," says Frankie. "I love you too." I scratch his nose. "Unconditionally," says Frankie. "That's why I hug you so much." Bears live in the moment. They don't sit around thinking like people do. They wait, patiently, silently, for a chance to hug someone. When that chance comes, they put all their love into the hug. It is a moment when they are very much alive and very much needed. When the hug ends, the bear sits back down on the bed and hibernates. He doesn't anticipate or worry about the next hug, and he doesn't relive the previous one. He doesn't fantasize about hugging a perfect person. The bear simply is. Right now, Frankie is sitting across from me smiling. He seems blissfully happy. He can sit like that for hours or days or weeks. Like Winnie the Pooh, there might be another way if he could think of it, or there might not. But because he is a bear, he can just live in the moment and not worry about another way. When I pick him up and hug him, there is another way. It lasts as long as the hug does. I pick him up and hug him. "Thanks," he says. "You are a very special friend to bears. You know just what bears need." And this bear knows just what I need. "Lovin'," says Frankie. "Everybody needs that. That's why everybody should have a bear." Despite the preponderance of dating sites on the internet, true love can be hard to come by. In the wrong situations and circumstances, it can be downright disheartening to seek love, and you can forget that you are worthy of it. That's why it's important to remember that you are always lovable, every second of every minute of every day. There are beautiful writings out there to remind you that you are lovable and loved. There are dear friends and family members who care and want to spend time with you. And don't forget about pets who are full of love and affection. That's not all. There are countless teddy bears in the world waiting to lavish their furry love on you. You don't have to love them back, but you won't be able to help yourself, says Frankie. I celebrate myself and I sing myself. Walt Whitman. Thank you for joining us. I hope you get a hug from your teddy bear today.